Let's get you back to that breaking news we've been covering this morning as we get you new information on a deadly plane crash in southern Arizona. Authorities are telling us here at ABC 15, 2 people have died after 2 planes collided just before 8:30 this morning. Now, it happened at the Marana Regional Airport, about 20 miles north of Tucson. A total of 4 people are involved. The FAA says 2 people were on board both planes. They're not specifying just yet who was killed in the crash or if the other 2 people involved are hurt. The FAA and the NTSB are sending crews to that scene as they work to figure out exactly why it happened.
As we continue to follow some breaking news out of Arizona, you are taking a look at some live aerial footage. We are following the latest regarding a deadly plane crash at Marana Regional Airport. Here's what we know so far, courtesy of our partners at Fox 10 in Phoenix. You can see that several investigators, law enforcement officials, first responders are there on the ground, as you can also see the aftermath of that crash. Fox 10 saying this: at least 2 people are dead following a mid-air plane collision at an airport northwest of Tucson. That's according to what we heard from police earlier today. The Marana Police Department saying the crash happened February 19th, today on Wednesday, at the Marana Regional Airport, located near Avra Valley and Senderio Roads. The police writing on Facebook, quote, 2 confirmed dead, and both planes were smaller fixed-wing single-engine planes. The Federal Aviation Administration says a Lancer collided midair with a Cessna 172 just before 8:30 a.m. local time. 2 people were on board each plane. The National Transportation Safety Board will lead the investigation into this crash. We're still waiting to hear who the victims are. Their identities have not been confirmed. According to the FAA, the Marana Regional Airport is an uncontrolled field, meaning the airport does not have an operating control tower. FAA goes on to say that pilots utilize a common traffic advisory frequency to regularly announce their position to other pilots who are in the airport's vicinity. The pilot in command is responsible for maintaining safe separation from other aircraft, and pilots operated into uncontrolled fields are still required to comply with all federal aviation regulations, including minimum visibilities, minimum safety altitudes, and right-of-way rules. You can see here that they have taped off what looks to be another one of these small planes, and you can see several other small planes there in this regional airport, as the FAA has said that it is an uncontrolled airport there. But there on the screen, you can see the aftermath as well, perhaps some of the debris from that airplane that was involved in this crash.
Prior to 8:30 a.m., officers from the Marana Police Department and members from the Northwest Fire District responded here to the Marana Regional Airport in reference to a report of an aircraft down. Officers arrived on scene, and it was learned that 2 aircraft were involved in the collision. Unfortunately, 2 individuals were confirmed deceased. The investigation is in the early stages and is ongoing, and the NTSB is en route to further the investigation.
And according to the FAA, we found out that the 2 aircraft involved, it's a Lancer aircraft and a Cessna 172, and the FAA also saying that there were 2 people on board each of the aircraft. 2 people passed. Now, the other 2 people, do we know anything about their conditions at this time?
From what I understand at this time is the other 2 involved are unharmed, and they're doing okay.
Yeah, and again, all of this preliminary information, obviously this is happening as we speak. The FAA also describing this as an uncontrolled airspace, meaning there's no ATC control tower, meaning pilots have to communicate to each other about their positions via another type of frequency. We will continue to be here on scene and gather information at this time, but stay right here with Fox 10, both live on air and online for the latest details. Reporting live here in Marana, Lauren Clark, Fox 10 News.